Okay, saw this from Kamado Joe. I'll give you the name of the original site that I saw, but the guy showed how to cook a turkey or grill a turkey on a Kamado Joe for 2013, and that's what I reviewed. He also did one for this year, 2014. I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to follow his way from 2013. So, as he stated, have a full complement of charcoal or coal in here. He built a little ring around it. Vent is down here fully open. The grill is open. And I am going to let this sit. I've got my rack system right here that I'll put on in a moment and show you what I did. But this is starting. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit more charcoal on here because I think I can. And we'll come back here in a little bit. Also, I am going to be using my new iGrill. Don't like these people, the people, but they make a good product. Their attitude on a couple of things when I've called them or whatever has been very disconcerting, so I didn't care for that. But I wouldn't buy it directly from them. I bought it from Lowe's just because I didn't want to give them all the profit. I'm just being nasty that way, I know, but when they're nasty to me on the phone, when I'm asking a simple question, I'm going to return the favor. So I will see y'all in a little bit. We'll go inside here in a little bit and talk about how I'm doing my turkey. Here's my turkey. I have already injected it at a number of locations around here with what he suggested was a garlic butter mixed. He used 3 sticks of butter and garlic powder and onion powder, a ½ tablespoon of each, mixed well, and then injected at different points. Next thing I'm going to do is cut up 1 onion and stuff it inside, as well as put some fresh thyme in there, and also 1 whole garlic clove inside. So this is going to be my first turkey ever cooking, period, much less one on the grill. So we'll see how. Okay, I've got it stuffed now with onions and garlic, and also he suggested stuffing it with thyme. Then he also, what I'm not quite sure about, and I'll talk to y'all about it, but I'll stuff this in here, and it's strictly for adding a little additional flavor, aromatic, to the basting of the turkey or the cooking of the turkey. And so stuff that in there. And what he talked about next was taking a small knife and separating the skin from the turkey itself, and then in a moment what I'm going to do is take some McCormick chicken marinade and stuff it all up inside and sprinkle a generous portion on top. So that's what we will do. What I've done now is I've separated the skin, and you can see I've stuffed that McCormick mix all up inside and generously all around. Now what I'm going to do is put it on the grill here in a little bit, and later on, halfway through, I'm going to marinate or baste it with some of the additional butter and salt and garlic mix. And we will see. This whole process of grilling should take a little over 3 hours, not much. And I'll put the probes in there and make sure we've got it cooked well. Okay, back out here at the grill. It is definitely moving well. I'm going to go ahead and put the rack system on here. I got this rack system from a place in Denton, Texas. He actually invented it. I say invented it. He has tweaked it and everything else. Let me pull some of it off so I can explain it, because I think it's pretty nice. He's got a just a rack system that sits on top, and if you'll notice, it's got these little hangers here that you can adjust. So this is going to sit right here on here like so, and I've got 2 of those bars. So my diverter is going to sit right here, slightly on top of that, to allow full air to move all the way around the diverter. And that's what the guy on Kamado Joe cooking channel did. And I'll make sure I put a link in there to it. And so with that and this, I am going to put this one here. Just put it in backwards, but it'll show the purpose. Actually, no, it won't work backwards. This needs to go this way and connect here. And then this will sit on top, and that's what I'll put my turkey on. And what makes it nice is it's there, it's facing down, and in a little bit I'm going to pull this off all together and put my smoking woods in the side right before I put my turkey on. Oh, right now what we're going to do is put this in here so that the diverter and everything else can get up to temperature. I am going to put a little clip back here. This is my part of the iGrill. This piece here is actually the ambient temperature sensor, so I could be inside, not having to monitor the grill outside, and it connects to your iPhone, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this, and what he suggested is, and mine's tight, there it goes, and bring it up to 350 degrees, or about 300 degrees, and then shut it down, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But this is fully open, and right now this is fully open, and we're going to let the grill get up to about 300 degrees. Is the, as you can see here possibly, it's just reading 301 inside thing via the sensor from the iGrill, and it's about 45, 48 degrees outside. So each of the probes are sitting over on the side, just dangling down, because I don't have them plugged in yet to the turkey. And we will see. I'm going to start putting the wood on here in a moment in different locations. We'll go ahead and we can do that now. Get my gloves out. Open this up, and I can just take this off. That's a nice thing about this setup here. And put my wood down in 2 different sides here. I have some here I've got soaked in some other flavoring. And you can see the flame is going pretty good right now. So the diverter helps keep the flame directly off the turkey. Shut it back down. I'm going to let it work for a little bit, but what he suggested was close this all the way and open up the vents, the holes, just about 50%. So that's going to reduce the temperature and cooking speed. And I just opened it up, and you can see the temperature here has already dropped back down to 288, and it's rising back up quickly to 290. So you can see the smoke starting to come out the top. The temperature is at 296 right now, rising 297. So it should start stabling down, and around 250 I'm going to put the turkey on there and just walk away for several hours after putting the probe ins. Okay, by the way, this is the roll around cooktop that comes with the wood cooktop that comes with the Kamado Joe, or can come with Kamado Joe. This is all teak. Actually, no, it's not. It's this is all eucalyptus wood, and so far it's held up quite well. I've been very, very pleased. So right now the grill is at 321, and I'm going to open it up. I always keep a pre-cooked side on my grill and a cooked side on the grill, so everything that's pre-cooked goes over here, and everything that's cooked that goes over there. So we're at 321. I'm going to open it up. Temperature will drop. I'm going to put the turkey on there, and we're going to put the probes in. I'll show you how I'm putting the probes in. Okay, So with the iGrill here and the probes, I've got my temperature probe in the back, the ambient temperature, and then I've got three of these others, because this is a four temperature probe system. And I have placed probes in the breast here, one in the breast over here, and then one in the leg over here. I've tucked my wings underneath here, the legs, so that they stay in. And I'm about to close the grill. The temperature has definitely dropped. Hands are filthy, so I need to wash them. So I'm going to close this. Okay, so we're inside now, and about to start my cornbread dressing. Since I've got about an hour and a half before I want to baste it again. But right now, here's all the temperature probes that we have at different locations. This is the ambient temperature one that I've got in probe for number 4. So the grill is only back up to 240. You just saw it change to 243 from 242. Okay, so this has been a little bit, and you can see the temperature's now risen to 303, and the other temperatures. This is probably the leg where I didn't insert it really well. These are probably the 2 breast, and that's why I like doing multiple ones, and I like this one. To pass on, this is the other one. The 4 probe one with the digital display that shows up outside too is $99. This one here is the iGrill 1 Mini, and it doesn't have a digital display on here, but it plugs in the same way. It works with the grill, and it would just show probe number 1 on it, and it would give the same information, but it's only 1 probe, and it works great for when I'm doing 1 or 2 small items. I only reason wanted this because I'm a gadget nut, and wanted the ambient temperature too. And what I would do before was I'd have this plugged outside and have the 3 or 4 different probes and just switch them around, so I didn't have to switch them around out of this plug, and it would just display here the different numbers. So I didn't have to open up the grill each time to do it. I would just put all 3 or 4 probes in the different parts of meat or the ambient temperature and just leave it alone. So I didn't open up the grill and disturb the moisture that's inside the grill cooking. And as we're talking, you can see it going up and down. Nice thing about this too is, I don't know if you can see it, but it shows a graph of how it was working too. When I open up the grill, it drops and comes back up. And you can customize the display of each of these two on how it looks. So I can come down here, and these are the 3 views I could select. So I could select the nothing but temperature and come back over here, and you can see it displays the temperature really large for just that one item. Or I can come back over here and come down to here to edit and select just, it gives me just the number itself, no graph. So it's very, very intuitive, works really well. Just, again, don't care for their call center attitude. So I'd buy it from Lowe's. It's who's selling it now. Okay, I'm back. Just wanted to give you an update. I had to run out and adjust the top vents. I put it at halfway as the guy was suggesting, but it wasn't. It was dropping temperature on me, so I opened it all the way up. The top's closed, but the turnstile thing is all the way open. And it's getting, it's staying close to where it needs to be temperature-wise right now. And you can see the different probes are increasing. So I haven't had to go outside, baby it, check on anything. I just ran outside real quick and adjusted the top vent so more air would flow through, therefore raising the temperature. Again, the bottom vent is totally open. Okay, you can see here the temperatures. The ambient temperature inside the grill is about 344. According to Kamado here, I don't know if we can zoom in, you can see it, but it's about 325. I don't want to shake up the camera, move it around too much, but it's reading about 325. Got the vents totally open at this stage, mainly because everybody's grill is a little different. I first attempted what he was suggesting about halfway, and it wasn't. It was dropping temperature as opposed to maintaining a temperature. This is the leg, and these are the two pieces of breast. And why that one's all of a sudden dropping in temperature, I don't understand, but it's going up. So they move up and down, and eventually they will both steady out to above 165, which the alarm will go off. Just wanted to pass that on. You can also look here to try to figure out about when you put it on. I put it on about 9 a.m. and it is now 11, so it's about 2 hours into it. I just got through opening it up and basting the turkey. So I don't want to open it up and let temperature drop or anything, but you can see, you can see it gradual temperature here. You can see it steady rise of this one. And you're touching it again, it jumps between different displays. So I like this device. Okay, it's 11:44. Put it on right at 9 a.m. and you can see the temperature here of the temperature the ambient temperature. And that's probably, like I said, the thigh. I don't remember what I did, or the leg. And these are the two breasts. This one just alerted me. You can see the temperature here that I had it preset to, so it sent me an alarm saying it was ready. This one's slowly but surely increasing. So when this one is done, I'm going to be pretty sure that all the meat's cooked well. I want to show you one other thing. If you'll look over here on the wall, I'm going to move the camera up slowly to it and zoom in on it right there. That is the unit itself, and it's displaying the different temperatures. Each dot shows what temperature it is, so you can shift it over and see that's the ambient temperature inside the grill, 351, and you can switch it over to the different probes also. So not only does it work from your iOS or Android device, but it also works on the wall very well too. So okay, we're gonna open up the grill for the first time since I based it. I didn't open it up then. Let's take a look inside. Wow, looky here, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So let's understand our probes. This is probe number 2, as I was expecting. This is probe number 3, as I was thinking too. I'm going to put it back in here. And this is probe number 1, the thigh or the leg. And that's where I thought it was getting a lot more intense. So I'm going to take this probe out here. Oh, look at the juice. I'm going to put it in here and just see what it says. Close it up for a moment. It's all juicy out. This is incredible. So this is only like a 15-pound turkey. I mean, this looks utterly, whoo, it's hot. Wow.